Alright, stay with me here. In the end, there will be a grin here for you. It is oil change day here on the wagon. And I've got a pretty good routine about changing oil on both my cars. El Camino, the wagon, both the same thing. Get up, drive them around for about 10-15 miles. Get the engine oil good and warm. And then I come in here and put it up off the floor because, well, number one, it makes it a lot easier to do it all to begin with, even though it's a pretty easy job. But it also gives you a chance to roll up under the car and kind of take a general overall look while this thing is draining out, because I like to give these cars about a half an hour draining just to make sure all the galleries are empty and the lifters has bled down and so forth. And then I'll button it up and start with the oil and the filter. And those are a couple of things that I keep oil and filters in stock on the shelf, on hand, all the time. A couple of gallons right there, Rotella, straight grade. In fact, I even keep I take 1 gallon and bust them up into these little quarts so that anytime I'm changing oil, I've got 5 quarts at the ready. Filters back here, all this. I'm ready to change an oil. I even keep it down to when the next oil filter is on the El Camino and on the wagon. Point is, I've got this down. It's never something I have to sweat, worry, think, get prepared for. I just come out here and do it, which I've done. And this one is at the point where it has drained out for about a half hour, everything. Got the oil out here. That is when I realize I don't have any oil filters. I have never been in a place where I have no oil filters. There are always oil filters around. But I don't have one. So I get in the El Camino here, drive up to the AutoZone to find out AutoZone is, well, they're just really not carrying Fram anymore. They carry a few for some of the newer foreign cars, but they have other brands that I don't really want. So I go another half mile up the road, and they at least have Wix filters, and there's the Wix filter for this car. They had one. It's number 51060 in case you're wondering. But at O'Reilly's, that is a $12 filter. 12 bucks for an oil filter. Nuts. I usually get the Frams for $5 or less. And I'll admit, the Fram is, or the Wix is, a superior filter. If only for the drain back feature, which they had the best drain back feature on any oil filter. But these are GM blocks. Drain back is not a concern on a GM block, or a little 350 like both these cars have. But they've got it. I get it. I bring it home. I put it in the car. Then I decide, well, I better take care of this Fram PH5 issue. So I go upstairs, look around for PH5s on sale, and I don't find any, but Rock Auto has them, and they're inexpensive. They're less than $4. So I order up 4 just to take care of myself. Of course, by the time I pay shipping on them, they're $6.50 each. A little pricey, but I need them, and it's a whole lot less than the $12 I just spent on a Wix filter. So I've got them ordered. They're coming to my house. 4 of them. Brand new Fram PH5 filters. I am just about ready to roll this car back down on the ground and put it back on the front line service. That's when I remember, whenever it was a year or so ago, that I sorted out and straightened out this shelf. I decided at that time that the oil filters I had would be better if I put them in a little toolbox I have. And I've got a couple of these little toolboxes. I don't use them for anything except when I go on these road trips, and they serve mostly as spacers in my trailer between the floor jack and other such items. Back there in that far corner, hidden away so that you never even think about it until you're getting ready to go on a trip, inside there are two Fram PH5 filters. They're going right back on this shelf, and soon to be accompanied by 4 brand new brothers. This is what it's like to be me.